This man never expected that just a punch from a second-grade girl would leave him reeling. Originally, he only wanted to test her strength, but little did he know that such a light punch from her would send him into a hallucination. Daigo saw his deceased parents waving at him, as if they were still alive. That was just Shishimi's gentle strike, but Daigo felt as though he had died once. However, on the outside, he pretended nothing had happened. Shishimi, seeing this, became concerned, wondering if Daigo was in pain. Daigo, in his calm manner, assured her that he didn't feel anything, saying that such a light attack was like a scratch to him. This statement immediately made Shishimi admire him. She begged Daigo to let her try again. Up until now, for some unknown reason, anything that Shishimi used would get broken immediately, and this was the first time she met someone like Daigo. But Daigo wasn't going to let her try again. He told her that he was worried about breaking her fist and then ran off after putting on his shoes. The reason Daigo acted so tough was that he had trained in a famous karate dojo since he was young. Not only were his peers no match for him, but even those older than him couldn't compete with Daigo. Daigo once thought he was the strongest junior high student in the county. But everything changed when Shishimi appeared today. Originally, his master wanted Daigo to train new students, but he never expected Shishimi to be so powerful. At this point, Daigo was still skeptical. He thought maybe Shishimi had just accidentally hit his weak spot. But the next morning, when Daigo saw his master suddenly taking down the dojo's sign, he understood everything. His master explained that he had to close the dojo. Daigo was confused and asked why. His master explained that he had tried to train a second-grade elementary school student, but she had knocked him down. He no longer felt worthy to be someone else's master and planned to go into the mountains to meditate. This moment made Daigo realize that it wasn't that he was weak, but that Shishimi's strength was terrifying. However, when Daigo found Shishimi again, he didn't expect her to be upset over the dojo's closure. Life was always like this. Whenever she found something fun, it would suddenly disappear. Upon hearing this, Daigo's previous thoughts also disappeared. He made a decision. To keep Shishimi from crying, he decided that he would be her training partner from now on. More specifically, starting today, he would be her master. But little did Daigo know, Shishimi would become his nightmare. When Daigo faced Shishimi again, he became more certain of her strength. If anything, Daigo wasn't really Shishimi's master. He seemed more like her disciple. Even if Daigo used all his strength, he couldn't defeat Shishimi. Despite this, Daigo still refused to give up. He praised Shishimi but still felt that she wasn't better than him. To maintain his master's dignity, Daigo put in a lot of effort. And the most absurd thing was that Shishimi truly thought Daigo was very strong. But no matter how much they practiced, Daigo never won against Shishimi. More accurately, Daigo was being tormented by her every day. By the winter of Daigo's senior year in high school, he could no longer endure it. Due to his parents' divorce, Daigo was about to move to another place. Before leaving, he made a bold decision. He would have a final match with Shishimi. Daigo declared that this would be their last training session, and he asked Shishimi to give it her all. They would both use their true abilities. It turned out that Daigo had been secretly training for this day for a long time. Shishimi was the monster he had created with his own hands, and he had to end it with his own hands. However, Daigo didn't expect that just